Hi, my name's Pasha A. Harmidi, and I'm currently in the 11th grade. I'm from Indonesia, and this video is about a book review, a book called Tuesdays with Morrie. Now, before I share my personal opinions and my thoughts about it, and also like some facts, like some parts from the book, I would like to give you like a brief introduction about the book. So, Tuesdays with Morrie was a book written by Mitch Albom, originally published in 1997, which is 2 years after the tragic death of Morrie Schwartz. Now, basically, the book is about, from what I've read, the book is about Mitch visiting Morrie every Tuesday, where they have a conversation about sociology, philosophy, their points of view about the world, and etc. etc. The story basically tells that Morrie Schwartz is suffering from a disease that is a well-known disease actually called ALS, which is the disease that you all know Stephen Hawking is currently diagnosed with. Mitch would visit Morrie every Tuesday. He would bring all these food and have a conversation, and eventually they all somehow bonded and became friends. In the book, Mitch calls Morrie a coach and Morrie calls Mitch player. So in this book review, I would like to share you about three main points, or not main points, but three important facts or points, whatever, like from what I think. And, wait, sorry. By the way, I'm reading the PDF version, and it's basically the same thing as the book, but the format might be different. The first point I would like to share is a quote from the fourth Tuesday, page 24. The quote is, "Once you learn how to die, you learn how to live." Now, after reading that quote, it took me about 3 minutes to analyze it, and I finally figured out what it means. So, if you think about it, since death is part of life, and in order for you to learn what life is, what truly is, you must learn how to die first. So, right now, when we are alive right now, we have not yet learned what life is, as we have not learned how death works. So yeah, that's what I think it is. But if you guys have any thoughts about it, feel free to comment below. I would really appreciate if you do, because I would like to see your ideas on it. So my second point would be that I would like to share is the painful price. The painful price is about Morrie having children. Not because he hates children, it's because that he loves them, and someday he has to accept the fact that his children are growing up and he has to let them go. Morrie really loves his children very much, as all parents do. Your parents, my parents. Yeah. The painful price of parents when having children is that when they bonded together, so the children grew up, it's just that they feel that they have a connection. Like they have wonderful memories they've made in the past, and eventually you have to let them go, and you have to accept the fact that those memories are not coming back unless you remember them. So yeah, parents, love us and love your parents back. So my third point and final point would be the chapter called "From the Professor," page 23. It tells where like Morrie tells his struggles in the past, as Morrie didn't really came from a rich family. His biological mother sadly died when he was still a little. Morrie has a stepmom, which is the same lovable woman as his biological mother. So his struggle somehow, like at first it let him down, but later on he still has hope that someday in the future he will be a successful person. It says here that his father wanted him to work in a fur factory, but Morrie denied it. Actually, no, he didn't deny it. He was hoping that the factory wasn't really searching for employees, which luckily they didn't. So after that, he vowed that he would never work in a place like that, as the environment within the factory is not really a comfortable environment, if you know what I mean. Within the book, Morrie and Mitch kept discussing about how to build a culture, and what are the fears that Mitch might have. Mitch is afraid that he might die alone, and also Morrie told him to fix his relationship with his girlfriend Jennifer and build his own culture. So basically that's what I have to say. And one more as a conclusion, the book is it's a really interesting book. I would highly recommend that you would all read it. And the book is very philosophical and full of hopes and dreams. And this based on Goodreads, it's the ratings is really good, which is 4 out of 5. So it's highly recommended to read, and I really hope that you would buy this book. I hope that after you read this book, you learn something to enjoy life while you can. And subscribe, like, view, and comment. I would like to see your personal thoughts about the book. And correct me if I'm wrong. Sorry, I mean, like later on, if you think that I might said something wrong, feel free to correct. Thank you.